Have you ever said is she have instead of is she has?
If yes, don't worry. Thousands of English learners make this mistake every single day.
But here's the surprising part.
You only need one simple rule to master have, has, and had forever.
Stay with us until the end because we're going to test you with real-life examples, and you'll see just how easy these verbs really are.
Welcome to Maria Daily English. I'm John.
And I'm Maria. Let's make English simple, practical, and fun.
Today we're learning 3 important English verbs, have, has, and had.
They may look simple, but they confuse millions of English learners.
The good news. By the end of this lesson, you'll know exactly when to use each one without guessing.
So, let's begin with one simple question.
What's the difference between have and has?
The answer is easier than you think.
It depends on only 2 things.
First, who is the subject?
Second, are you talking about the present or the past?
Once you understand these 2 questions, you'll never mix these verbs up again.
Let's start with the present tense.
This is where many learners get confused.
But not anymore.
Here's the rule.
Use have with I, you, we, and they.
Use has with he, she, and it.
Let's repeat together.
I have.
You have.
We have.
They have.
He has.
She has.
It has.
Excellent. Now let's see these in real sentences.
I have 2 sisters.
She has a beautiful smile.
We have a new teacher.
They have a football match tomorrow.
It has 4 wheels.
Easy, right?
But here's where many people make a mistake.
Some learners say, she have a car.
That's incorrect.
The correct sentence is,
She has a car.
another common mistake is saying,
I has a laptop.
that's also wrong.
The correct sentence is,
I have a laptop.
here's a quick memory trick.
He, she, and it love the letter S.
That's why they use has.
Everyone else uses have.
See? One simple rule.
And you've already learned the hardest part.
But don't relax yet.
Because the past tense is even easier, and that's coming up next.
Welcome back. Ready for the easiest part?
I think so. Is had really that simple?
Yes. Here's the best news of today's lesson.
No matter who the subject is, everyone uses had in the past.
That's right. There are no exceptions.
Let's say them together.
I had.
You had.
He had.
She had.
It had.
We had.
They had.
Did you notice something?
Every subject uses the same word, had.
That makes the past tense much easier to remember.
Exactly. Let's look at some real-life examples.
I had breakfast at 7 o'clock.
She had a wonderful vacation last month.
We had a great time at the party.
They had dinner before the movie.
He had a headache yesterday.
See? Every sentence talks about the past.
So we always use had.
Perfect.
But here's something many learners forget.
Sometimes have and has a helping verbs, not main verbs.
What does that mean?
It means they're used to make the present perfect tense.
Don't worry. It's much easier than it sounds.
Watch these examples.
I have finished my homework.
She has finished her homework.
They have gone to the park.
He has gone to the store.
Notice the pattern.
We use have or has plus the past participle of the verb.
That's why we say have finished, has eaten, have seen, and has written.
Great. Now it's your turn.
Let's play a quick quiz.
Sentence number 1.
She ___ a new bicycle.
Think carefully.
The answer is
She has a new bicycle.
correct.
Sentence number 2.
We ___ completed our project.
Present perfect.
The answer is
We have completed our project.
excellent.
Sentence number 3.
Yesterday, they ___ a meeting.
Past tense.
The answer is
They had a meeting yesterday.
perfect.
Last one.
He ___ already eaten lunch.
Singular subject.
The answer is
He has already eaten lunch.
amazing.
You've just answered 4 important grammar questions.
But can you use these verbs in a real conversation?
Let's find out in the next part with a natural English conversation that you'll be able to use in everyday life. Now it's time to see have, has, and had in a real conversation.
Great. Learning grammar is much easier when we use it in everyday life.
So, John, do you have any plans for this weekend?
Yes, I have a meeting on Saturday morning, but I have free time in the afternoon.
Nice. Does your brother have time to join us?
Unfortunately, no. He has work all weekend.
That's too bad.
But he had a day off last week, and we spent the whole day together.
That sounds fun. We have plenty of food if he wants to join us next weekend.
Thanks. I'll ask him.
By the way, have you visited the new park downtown?
Yes, I have. I've been there twice already.
Really? How is it?
It's beautiful. It has a large lake, colorful flowers, and a fantastic playground for children.
That sounds amazing. I haven't visited it yet.
You should. I'm sure you'll love it.
Did everyone notice what we just did?
We used have, has, and had naturally in one conversation.
Exactly. That's how native English speakers use these words every day.
Before we finish, let's do one quick review.
Use have with I, you, we, and they in the present.
Use has with he, she, and it in the present.
Use had for everyone in the past.
Here's an easy memory trick.
He, she, and it love the letter S, so they use has.
I, you, we, and they don't use s, so they use have.
And when you're talking about the past,
Everyone uses had. No exceptions.
now let's look at some common mistakes.
Don't say, she have a car.
Say, she has a car.
Don't say, I has a new phone.
Say, I have a new phone.
Don't say, yesterday I have a meeting.
Say, yesterday I had a meeting.
See. Just a few small changes make your English sound much more natural.
Here's today's challenge for you.
In the comments, write one sentence with have, one with has, and one with had.
We'll read as many comments as we can and help correct your grammar.
Practice a little every day, and you'll become more confident with English.
If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Maria Daily English for more easy English lessons.
Share this lesson with a friend or family member who's learning English too.
Remember, small grammar improvements lead to big speaking results.
Thanks for learning with us today.
Keep practicing.
Keep speaking English every day.
See you in the next lesson.
Goodbye, everyone.